All right, welcome in. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. A little late night episode of the Gentleman's Code for you guys today. Welcome in, everybody. I'm with Priamo here. What's up, Priamo? How you doing today?
What's going on, Boba Fett? I'm ready to fucking rock it.
Yeah, so we're talking. We have so much going on, so much great innovation and creativity flowing these days with the amount of excitement. I think there's so much exciting stuff going on in today's day and age, and so much money and things to be made. Just want to share that with you guys. Share that positivity, share that money making mindset with you guys, and that's what we're going to be here to do today. But first, want to mention the Taylor's Code. If you guys want the chance to work with us day in and day out, get access to direct message us and get access to see what kind of stuff we're working on and the trades we're making in crypto and the businesses we're building with e-commerce. Join the Taylor's Code. Check out the link in the description. It'll be there for both of our streams wherever you're watching this at on any platform. So make sure to go in there, get that. You guys are not going to want to miss out on some of the things that we got going on. And also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you guys seen that I've been making some other content, more lifestyle related stuff. So make sure to go and watch that, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everyone being in here.
Boom. Yeah, the new vlog style content is kicking, Harry. I gotta throw on the fucking.
It's gonna be busting this weekend in Vegas. I'm gonna have the camera rolling. It's gonna be sick.
Fantastic. Vegas is the best. Oh, it's not the best, but it's up there. It is up there. Mm-hmm. It is up there. How about we probably haven't. We might have talked about it. The trip that you and Dunora had out to Vegas when I was living there.
I think we touched on it once or twice.
Dude, what a fucking good trip that was.
Dude, the one thing I remember about that trip the most was I had my master's degree final presentation at 9 a.m. Eastern time on a Friday morning. We're out in Vegas until 4 or 5, so I had to go back, and I did an all-nighter, did my master's grand presentation for accounting law, aced it. No sleep, 6 a.m. in Vegas.
Gambling all night at the craps table. We were at the Tyga concert, right? Wasn't it Tyga?
Oh, the Tyga concert. He said, where's all the hot bitches at? And then he got booed.
Yeah. I guess there was no honeys there. Yeah. I remember that. And then they played that one beat that I made the song to. The banana.
Yeah.
Banana. You remember that? Yeah, that was. What was that? Payday. That's what it was. Payday.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I was me and Boba Fett both
on the track
were rapping. We were on the track dropping music. This is how long we've been hustling for. Me and Boba Fett always been thinking about the money. We were rapping in college, dropping bangers. So every once in a while I throw on the bangers in the GT. Gambling's the best. Dude.
That was
Gambling is fire.
That was ahead of its time. That was ahead of the Vegas time. We were ahead of the curve on that one.
It was a song about me and Boba Fett, Morgantown College, with the gentlemen boozed up, banged up, we're buckled, 3 or 4 in the morning.
Taking the infinity to the rivers.
Somebody would say it. Somebody would throw it out there just to see if the boys would bite. Little Meadows action.
Oh, Meadows, that's what it was.
The Meadows. Yeah, it was the Meadows. You get one of the gentlemen to volunteer as tribute to drive. And we would send it to Meadows at 4 in the morning and start gambling.
There was always one guy that was more likely to be volunteer.
Zavatrilla. Zavatrilla was great too. And
you had to beg him not
Indy.
To be DD.
Yeah, right. You'd have to beg Trilla just to keep us in Motown for one night. But sometimes we would always end up out of there. Oh my.
What's crazy about, making music like that is we were just talking about AI before we got on the stream, but there's AI softwares now that make music. And I actually tested one of them out. You know what? Let me play it. Why not?
Oh yeah.
A
first.
Yeah, this is a Gentleman's Code exclusive. I went on one of these sites one day, and I said, I have the prompt here because I saved it with the song. I said, give me a R&B hip hop song about breaking up with my girl, and this is what it came up with. Let me know if you can hear it.
I can't hear it.
Dude, it's right up there.
That you wanna Sunday under golden skies.
Okay,
Your
that's a little
laughter
better.
hit me like a sweet surprise.
It's a banger.
Now the echoes linger where the loved ones stayed.
And I own it.
But the
We're not gonna get
future is
copyrighted.
gone and the
Nice.
past won't
I already got a
fade.
strike.
Your perfume still haunting the midnight air.
All right, I'll play it when we could get some better sound on it, but it's a banger. AI comes.
If it's on your computer, you could share the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just because this actually goes right into the AI topic because me and Bobby were just talking about AI and what we're building right now with AI, which we're not going to tell you exactly what because it's going to be an exclusive for the Taylor's Code. It's going to be an absolute money printer, but it's just insane what you can do with AI now. It's outrageous. Now, if you can just think of it, if you just have the imagination, the foresight, the wherewithal to come up with something that could make money, you can now do it with AI. You don't need coders. You don't need software engineers. You don't need people to no. If you get good at using AI, you can. There's so many ways to make money online right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like to the point where I can't even believe it that it's actually working what we're doing right now. I can't even believe it.
If you
All right,
would
let's
have,
hear this fucking.
if you would have told someone this 10 years ago we were doing, they would have never believed you.
Yeah, they'd jump off a fucking building.
All right, here we go. A little AI
shit.
exclusive.
Yeah, share your sound. Should be good. Get the shirt off.
Let me know if you can hear it.
That you on a Sunday under golden skies. Your laughter hit me like a sweet surprise.
Yeah.
Now the echoes linger
This is all AI, by
where
the
the
way.
loved ones stayed. But the future is gone and the past won't fade. Your perfume still haunting the midnight air. I can't escape the way you left me bare. We built a palace on a house of sand.
Isn't this good?
No holding
It's not bad at
us
all.
where I held your
Yeah, you certainly wouldn't
hand.
catch
You
me
gave
listening to this in the
highs
whip,
I
but
can't replace. Memories locked in a sacred space. I see you clear, but you're out of reach. A love like ours, it'll never repeat. You were my rhythm in a broken tune, dancing shadows under the silver moon. But
it's not bad at all.
it's
good.
I keep on asking
the
the
lyrics over here.
empty sky. I know the chapter's closed, no rewrite here, but your name still whispers in
AI
my ear.
banger. What a fucking incredible.
A sweet melody I can't erase.
One more beat
You're
drop.
the song that time can't replace. You gave
Listen to
me
the
highs
AI
I
radio.
can't replace. Memories locked in a sacred space. I see you clear, but you're out of reach. A love like ours, it'll never repeat. You'll never repeat. You'll never repeat.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. And that is on, if you guys want to make your own music, it's completely free. It's on Suno, it's called. You literally just prompt the AI with what kind of music you want. That was a R&B song about a breakup. That's literally all I put in. Male vocals. And it came up with
Yeah.
that banger.
So next time your girl leaves you, you can put it in AI, put in the lyrics, put her name in there. You can fucking cry to your own banger. Maybe make a couple bucks.
Seriously.
Bobby, we're gonna get. There's. We're gonna get so fucking rich
It's
off of this
unbelievable.
shit. It's gonna be insane. People have no clue.
The reason why I did that with the music was because I wanted music to go in the vlogs that I'm making, but everything's copyrighted. So if you have your own bangers, just you could print with an AI. You got unlimited bangers in your vlogs.
Yeah, fuck you, Drake. Drake always copyrighting my shit. Boom. He's the only one that every single video I have any Drake song in, bang, copyright, boom, copyright, take it
Yeah.
out. And then I have to go, Naeem, take it out of the live stream. Wow. Yeah, the AI is actually outrageous. That's why I wish there was 10 million people watching this right now because we could help that many people. If you just understood how much you could do with AI, you could completely revolutionize your life because you don't need what you needed before. So much of the great ideas that people would have would get thwarted at the level of coding, at the level of not being able to hire the right people, not being able to afford the right people. Now you can just get AI to do all this shit for you if you have the idea and the business mentality, the business IQ. You'll print. Like this is, yeah, it's crazy. You got to use it for everything now. I'm fully convinced you got to use it for everything.
You have to. It is the internet on steroids, your personal assistant on steroids. It knows anything and everything you could ever want it to know. That's the beauty of it, is that you could go so in depth with it, just like we were looking at before for what we're about to build and what we're doing with it. It's things you couldn't even imagine this thing could do, let alone the softwares that we use every single day that we think we're professionals at, things we think we know in and out. It knows way more than we could ever imagine we knew about it.
It's crazy, and this is why God rewards those who try every single day. You and me for years now have been trying every single day different ways to make money, different things to do, different businesses, etc. And we've had our success in the things that we've done. But all of that knowledge, all the information, all the things that we've learned over those years, all is culminating, coming in at the same time and hitting that because of the knowledge and the insight that we have, we therefore can formulate the ideas on how to actually make money. Like if I wasn't educated, if you weren't educated on TradingView, markets, script, AI, all these different things that we've been learning about and bringing together at once, we wouldn't be able to do what we're about to do. So it's like we were saying before, nothing at all and then all at once.
Yep.
Like people want to see results, see money overnight, etc. It's nothing at all and then all at once it hits. But you got to try every single fucking day and keep applying pressure and keep trying until you see it hit all at once. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. I'm fully convinced 100% it's going to happen.
And the thing that's it's so exciting, and what people don't understand is the art of the prompt, right? So like what we were talking about before, like, and for having in-depth knowledge of certain areas of business and trading and crypto, you have to understand these things to a certain degree to be able to prompt it to do what you want to do. If you want to do it very in-depthly and you want AI to make these very elaborate systems for you or processes for you to able save time or make money, you have to have a certain idea of what you want it to do. So you have to be very methodical of how you're going to prompt it, and like you were talking about before. So not only do you have to know what, like, you can't obviously let AI do everything. You have to understand what you're about to do, and you have to make it that process. You have to build that process out and let AI take the wheel. And it's almost there. It is like literally almost there that it could do anything you tell it to do.
Yeah. And it's allowing you to close the gap on institutions who always had the advantage on you financially, right? Institutional traders, institutions, hedge funds, etc. All these people have so much money and capital to play with that they can pay coders, pay for algorithms, pay for trading bots, pay for all these things that give them advantages in markets over you because they had the capital to do so. What AI is doing is it's now closing the gap so then you can actually operate to a degree on the same level as these institutions, because now you can have access to the algorithm. You can have the AI create an algorithm for you. You can have the AI create code for you, write code for you, implement, run, test code for you. Where if you didn't have $100,000 a year to pay a software engineer, you weren't going to be able to get that or build that or develop that, or you would have to learn it yourself. Which the time capital that it would take to learn those sorts of things isn't even worth it at all, right?
That's a huge part of this that people don't understand. Is for years and years things were you weren't able to have access to certain things because of the coder block, right? If you weren't a coder, you couldn't develop these types of systems to be able to have, especially in financial markets, to build things that will trade for you, or to even build a website, or to build a software with API plugins and things. Like, this stuff wasn't for everyone. It was for people who went to school to learn computer science and that were coding for 4 or 5 years. And now everybody has the opportunity to do those things. All you have to do is go talk to AI, tell it what you want to build, how you want to do it, what language, what software, and it will build these things for you and code these things for you. This is what I've been preaching on my Sunday conversations for the past 3 months, is that these things it'll build these things for you. So the block of having to be a computer scientist is gone. It's out the window. Anybody in school right now for computer science is wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're wasting it because there's no need for it. There's no need to be in school to learn how to manually, oh, here's a parentheses and plus, minus, 2, right? You don't need to know how to code anymore. It's done.
I agree. And I've been saying this for years about college in general, that it doesn't make sense. The capital, the real capital that it requires, plus the opportunity cost involved with going to school for 4 years is completely outrageous. It doesn't make any sense unless you're specifically going for a career, a field in which you literally have to be in the university. Doctor, lawyer, that's about the fuck it. What else would it even be? Right? Everything else you can, number one, self-educate on if you're actually intuitive enough, if you're actually intellectual enough, if you actually care enough, you can go learn the information. And number two, you can have AI do everything else that you couldn't already learn from a university. Like, what are you going to learn in university that an AI is not going to be able to show you or do for you? And I guarantee you what's happening right now in universities, even though we haven't been there for 4 or 5 years, is that in the classroom, in the labs that they're doing, I guarantee you they're using AI. So it's the same shit anyways. So why are you going to go spend $100 grand, $200 grand to learn something that you can find online, or by networking with myself, Bobby, being inside the Taylor's Code, being around people who are actually making money doing these things, as opposed to a professor who doesn't know what the fuck is going on that's 60 years old? How about you, instead of you spending $200,000 for a 4-year degree, you spend $50, $100 to join the Taylor's Code, be with me and Bobby, and we'll show you how to make money tomorrow, right? It makes no sense. The 4-year university, it makes no sense to me. If your goal is to be rich, successful, take care of your family, retire your parents, be this fucking hustler that you want to be, drive the supercars that you want to drive, forget the school guy. You're going to have to go a different route. That's the reality of it. You're going to have to try different. That's the reality of it. Well, I want to go to school. I want to get a degree. My parents want me to. My parents want me to do that. Fuck what your parents want you to do. Do what you want to do. That's just all cope. It's all an excuse. No, go figure it out, bro. You can now with the AI. There's zero excuse. Zero excuse for you not to win. Zero. I'm fully convinced. Zero excuse.
Oh, 100%. And for anybody who doesn't know what they want to do, and maybe someone listening to this is young. They don't know what they want to do. You could do anything you want to do. Ask AI. It'll tell you what to do. And here's what I was thinking about. When you were saying that, college is, in my opinion, I think college is on the way out, because you got to think, how new is this AI stuff? What was the first chat bot to come out? ChatGPT, how old is it? 3 years old? And Grok is what, a year and a half, almost 2 years old? So think about the advancements that we've made in just 2 to 3 to maybe 4 years. I think ChatGPT maybe came out in like 2021, 2022. Think about the advancements we made in 3 years, going from just chatbots where it could, tell you random facts or whatever it was linked up to the internet. Now these things could build out full applications. It could build pictures for you. It could do anything you need it to do in a very short amount of time. So you're at the cutting edge of a brand new technology. You're at the cutting edge of a brand new financial institution being built in online cryptocurrency. If you could find a way to do this and merge the two together, become one, AI, online digital finance, guys, it's a whole new world we're playing in. We're not playing in this boomer, 1980s style. Wall Street is just going to pump all the stocks, take all the money, you invest into your 401k, and then you get to retire with $200,000 to your name. That's not the strategy to win anymore. It's never been the strategy to win, because that's the illusion that they put over our faces for so long. Like Priamo saying, like that our parents would, take that to go to college, and that was their philosophy. You got to get a good job, and you got to get a 401k, maybe you get a pension, and you could retire happily when you're 65. Now there's no need to do these types of things anymore.
I agree. And the illusion that you're just going to save up money and go buy a house and have a property and a 401k and that's what's going to make you rich is a complete fallacy. It only worked for the boomers and that's it. The boomers accumulated, concentrated all that wealth from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Fantastic. Now they're all rich. They have the money. You're not going to get the rich the same way that these people got rich. It's not possible. It's just different. It's outdated. It was over the course of a lifetime that it happened. The second reason it wouldn't work, even if that was the path, even if it still worked, it's not fast enough. Do you want to be rich when you're 65 years old? Fuck that. I need to be driving Lambos, Ferraris, flying private right the fuck now in the prime of my life. I need to be living in mansions in the prime of my life. I need to be traveling in the prime of my life. I don't want to do it when I'm 60 and I can barely get out of the fucking car and I can't go do anything spectacular. I want to be 27 jumping off of cliffs, skydiving, fucking driving supercars around the mountains in Europe. That's what I want to do. So even if that was a possible route where you could save yourself into a millionaire, it's still not even worth it. For what? For what? To live a safe, like, oh, I was safe. And I just saved my money and a 10% return a year. 10%? Brother, I need 100% return today. That's why I'm in crypto. You think I'm a fucking pussy? 10% a year return on average. Get the fuck out of here. 10%. Inflation eats away that 10. You got 10% because the currency inflated 10%. That's why you got 10%. That's what they don't tell you. That's actually how it works.
So,
The only reason you got
so
10%, yeah, it's a fugaz, dude. It's all a fugaz, and you're all just the perma bid on the S&P that makes all the stocks float up over time because you're the perma bid through your 401k. And all these hedge funds and institutions are running these algorithmic bots that are trading and killing you, destroying you, and making 100% a year return.
Somebody tweeted it was a chart of the United States national, like the debt of like up to whatever it is, 36 trillion now or whatever. And they're like, "Oh, I wonder why, we're never going to see, or you never see Apple or whatever, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla stock drop. I wonder why that is." It's like, "Oh, because the stock, it's the same thing. The debt going up in the United States and all the stocks going up, it's the same chart. It's literally the same chart. It's all propped up by the same system, right? It's the U.S. national debt. It's people buying into the 401ks, feeding Wall Street. Wall Street buys the same stocks with the debt that the United States government keeps printing. So if you want to how do you break out of this mold? Well, you need to do something different. You can't do the same thing that everybody else is doing when everybody else is poor, when everybody else can't afford, groceries, and everybody else can't afford a car payment. You have to do something different. You have to take drastic measures. And, crypto is obviously here. It's that forefront to be different and to invest differently and to strategize differently with assets that aren't going away anytime soon. And unless there's a total black swan nuclear event, it's not going to go anywhere. And in that case, we're going to be out of luck anyway. So you might as well, cash out your crypto before the nuke hits.
And what you said about currency that's going to be here to stay with crypto, etc. It's like, yeah, you have to be at the cutting edge of what the new technology and where the world is going. You can't be naive to the fact that technology is improving, progressing, changing. Therefore, the environment in which you make money is going to change. The individual that just works a normal job, right? You might not literally have to learn AI and implement AI into your own life forcefully. Because if your company wants to stay in business, they themselves are going to have to figure it out anyways, and then they'll just tell you what to do with the AI. So you don't even have to worry about figuring it out. Your company is going to implement it at some level if they plan on being around in the next 5 to 10 years. That's the reality.
Well, that's if they don't fire you and just replace you with the AI.
Exactly. Even better point. If you even still have a job at that point, right? Somebody who's in business, somebody who's trying to actually make money outside of the normal system, you have no choice other than to learn AI. And you have to be at the cutting edge of what the new technologies are. This is why we've been in crypto for so long now, just understanding the flow of technology, understanding the flow of society. If you couldn't see it, I can't help you. How could you not see that everything was going to become digital currency? I've been saying this for years. Every other part of human existence has been digitized. Bills, documents, work, money, transaction.
Dating.
Everything is digital. Dating's digital. Everything we consume is digital. The only thing that has not become purely digital yet is the financial system, because it's the most it's one of the most heavily entrenched systems that we have. So it's going to be the most difficult to transition over to pure crypto, excuse me, digital. So when crypto came out, it just, for me, it was obvious. Okay, obviously, money's going to go digital too.
Mm-hmm.
And digital, not in the sense that you can see digits on your online bank account. That's not digital currency. It's just a number on a screen. You still have cash. You still have a monetary system. I'm talking like a digital currency that is code, because that's what cryptocurrency is. All a cryptocurrency is just code on a computer. That's true digital currency. A number on your bank account isn't money. That's a code. It's just a number. So if you couldn't see that, how could we can't help you? You have to be on the cutting edge of this shit. And then you see it over the last couple of months, this happening, where now you have the ultimate digital currency and the ultimate digital tool, which is AI, coming together where you can now make money using both, or where you have to make money using both, right?
And guys,
But you got to do it now.
if you don't know anything about, what we're talking about, cryptocurrencies, and, first of all, follow Priamo, watch his live streams every week. You're going to learn more than you could ever at any university on this topic anywhere. And second of all, join the Taylor's Code, because there's guys inside of the community that will connect with you, that will learn with you, that will teach you these things. You could look at charts, where Priamo's buying, where he's selling at. But then third, ask AI. It'll be your personal teacher. It'll be your personal professor. It'll teach you the strategies that you need to become successful. Like Priamo said, how this Bitcoin coding works. How is there 21 million Bitcoin? How does it work? It'll tell you everything. It'll tell you where to go to buy Bitcoin. It'll tell you where to go to do all of this stuff. So it's literally it's like the perfect example of AI will be your personal tutor and teach you these things, but it'll also give you the strategies you need to make millions of dollars with this stuff. So guys, I'm so excited about this, and that's one of the main reasons why I love getting up every single day, and why I love working and doing what we do, is because of this AI stuff, is because of this crypto stuff, because it's so fascinating to see where this is going to go. And if you're here now, where we're at now, been investing for years now, it's like, how else can this get better? Because it's so, I think it's just so much fun outside of the point of like the competitiveness of wanting to get rich. Like, what other industries would you want to be in right now? AI, crypto, it's so much fun. I know there's a lot of guys out there that do this stuff, but if you want to be competitive, you got to be part of a team. You got to bounce ideas off of each other. And just over the past, 2 weeks, Priamo, some of the ideas that we've been bouncing off each other in terms of the crypto space, in terms of the AI space, it's like, it's such a fast evolving industry that if you don't learn this stuff now, you have a good chance of getting left behind forever. And I could say it's coming quick, because if you think of the internet bubble, like some of the people that made some of the original websites on there that went on to be Microsoft, and people that built computers like Microsoft and Apple, like they were the pioneers of this. And then there was probably so many other people that followed in their footsteps, and you could get left behind very quickly if you don't learn these new technologies.
Yeah, you have to learn them. You have to. It's not a question of if, it's just when. When are you going to learn it? You're going to do it now and get rich off of it, or you're going to do it later whenever you have to, just to keep the job that you have. Like, you're going to have to do it regardless. Do it before other people. Again, opportunity lies where few have gone. The less people that have gotten to that pot of gold, the more gold that's going to be in that pot when you get there, right? If you show up whenever everybody else shows up, most of the opportunity, most of the money is gone, and now you're just being exploited, right? One of the best analogies about the gold rush that happened in the U.S. many years ago, as settlers were moving across the U.S. They said if you want to get rich during the gold rush, you sell picks and pans, right? You want to get rich during the gold rush, you sell picks and pans. You sell the tools for the people who are going for the hope of something to happen, right? So what you want to do in today's day and age is say, all right, what's the gold rush? The pump and dump, the meme coin trenches, buy it at 100,000 market cap and it goes to 100 million and you get 1,000x, like that type of shit. The gold rush, hoping, wishing that you're going to win the lottery. You want to get rich in that environment. Crypto is the environment you want to be in, but you don't want to be the guy trying to hit these scam coins. You want to be the guy developing the tools for people to go ahead and go digging for that gold themselves, right? You want to be the guy that develops the trading bots. You want to be the guy that develops the strategies, the algorithms, the ways to make money, the communities, the universities, the networking opportunities for others to be able to make money. That's where you get rich. You don't get rich by hoping that you're going to find gold. You get rich by selling the picks and the pans to every person that wants to go fucking find some gold. That's how you make money.
It's a great analogy. That's great. I never thought of it like that. That's so good, and that's where a lot of people need to start looking. That's where they need to start investing their time, because like you said, a lot of people, they have their job, they go, they get their $1,000 a week, and then they're home and they eat dinner and they watch TV and then they go to bed. They're not applying 99% of the people in this world are not applying themselves to their fullest capabilities, and those guys are going to get left behind by people like me and
Right.
Priamo. Because
Yep.
we work, we make our money, but then we're also working to make more money on top of that. And we're creating systems, and we're creating networks, and we're investing, and we're learning. You have to be continuously learning and continuously improving yourself, whether that's on the computer or whether that's physically. But you have to apply yourself. Keep applying. Just because you're out of school and you got a job that pays you enough to live doesn't mean that you stop. You have to keep going. You have to keep applying yourself and learning and educating. Because like Prama was saying before, the big break will come eventually. It's nothing, 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 nothing. And then all at once, it all clicks. Boom. You devise that one system that turns your business into a cash flow machine. And then there it is. Then you're sitting back and watching the money print. But most people will never get there because they're not applying themselves to get there. They're just going to sit back and they're going to be like, oh, I can't go see my mom for Christmas, man. I can't afford it. It's like, well, you were sitting there doing nothing all year. What do you expect?
Yep. And that's a price to pay, right? I was talking to my father the other day and I said something. He said to me, he said it's hard to eat healthy. He was cutting some watermelon or eating some watermelon. He goes, man, it's hard to eat healthy. And I instantly said, no, it's not. What do you mean it's hard to eat healthy? I go, it's hard to be unhealthy. He's like, yeah. Like, that makes sense. It's like, no, quit saying that it's hard to make money, that it's hard to be healthy, that's hard to go to the gym. No, you're only attributing the difficulty to the immediate pain of doing that task. Because he was saying, it takes a lot of time to eat healthy. You got to cut and prepare food and do all this shit. I'm like, no, but what people don't think is it's harder to have diabetes and have to get an insulin injection every fucking day. It's harder to get heart surgery. It's harder to have heart attacks. It's harder to be a fat piece of shit that nobody wants to be with, right? That's difficult to me.
That is.
It's way more difficult to me to be a fat turd that no woman wants to touch, as opposed to going to the gym every fucking day and working out so I can be 6-pack fucking ripped to the gills so I don't look like that. Like, that's what's difficult to me is the shittiness to it. But people don't attribute the long-term difficulty to the task itself. It's not hard to be healthy. It's not hard to go to the gym. It's harder to be unhealthy.
You're right.
So you got to start thinking that way. It's harder to be poor.
And you're a product of your daily habits. If you're someone who wakes up every day and you go to the gym in the morning, like, it's going to be pretty easy for you to get up and go to the gym because that's just your daily habit. And people that don't do that, it's going to be harder for them to go to the gym because their daily habit is that they don't go to the gym. So when you start devising and you start creating the life around you that you want, if you want to be, you want to have a 6-pack abs, you want to have biceps ripping out of your shirt, you have to go to the gym. And if you don't want those things, that's fine, but that's what you have to do to get these things. And it's the same with business. It's the same with AI. It's the same with crypto. It has to become part of your daily habits. You have to have a time frame where you're going to sit down and go, okay, I'm going to analyze charts today for 1 hour. And you're going to sit down, okay, I'm going to do 30 minutes of AI prompting with ChatGPT or Grok. So if you actually dedicate the time to sit down and do these things, it becomes a daily habit of your life. And before you know it, that's who you become. You become these things. If you sit down and think about money every single day for an hour and you count the money you have and you look at the way you're generating money, you're going to become more wealthy because you're optimizing your systems. You're looking at your money. You're counting all the cash flow coming in. So you're a product of your daily habits, and a lot of people's daily habits aren't great. And the eating healthy one is a great example. A lot of people don't eat healthy, and then they become fat, overweight, and they have bad habits.
Yeah, and that's my whole point is you got to start thinking in long-term terms. You got to start thinking in delayed gratification. Yeah, it might be easier right now not to learn these things, not to spend the time on the AI, just to scroll your reels, scroll the Instagram, scroll Snapchat, whatever, right? It might be easier right now, but the price that you're gonna have to pay for being a nobody, for being poor, for being fucking just not the person that you want to be is going to be much greater than the price you had to pay in the first place just to develop that skill set, develop the ability to make money. I'll pay that price all day, every single day. I was just telling Bobby before we jumped on the call, whenever we were first talking about what we're building with the AI right now to make us money. I was saying, like, this is just life. This is what I do. It's just, I love doing this shit. It's like, what else am I gonna do other than sit here and try to figure out ways to make millions of dollars? What else are we gonna do? That's all I want to do. And then you have these moments where it's like, fuck, that was it. Like that, all those years of just charts and doing this and that, like just boom, right there. It's like, that's it.
Yep.
Like that's the fucking play.
That's
So
what I'm saying. It's like you could have all this experience over the years, and then it all comes to a point, especially with AI now. It could simplify your thoughts so quicker. And that's, another thing that I'm building with AI is that mind map. That's something that I thought of, it's everybody's scatterbrained, even me and you, scatterbrained, right? We're thinking of so many different things. We want to make money here. We want to make money here. But once you get a centralized, thought of like, okay, all of this is starting to come together now, the AI and the crypto, and then boom, it meets at a point. It's like, boom, there it is. Like it makes total sense now. And then once you have that purpose of what you're trying to do, and we've been searching for that. I feel like me and you, we've been searching for like, what is it? Like we're working there, we're doing this, doing that. But like, what's the end goal? What's that point we want to get to where it's all going to come crashing together and then explode? And I think we're so close, man. I think we're so close.
so close. It's right there, Harry. It's right fucking there. It's gonna happen. And this is what we've been saying for so long. This is, when we look back at the archive of episodes we've done, 41 episodes now, right? People are going to be able to look back and say, wow, for the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they've been saying the same shit, intensity, pushing every single day, working towards the common goal, working towards that effort of winning. And then they're going to see it all at once, all the fucking winning that's taking place.
Bro, I
The
can't wait
shit's
to go
gonna
back
happen.
and watch our old videos. That's going to be, I've never even went back and watched our old videos, I'll be honest.
Same. I have it. And I'm not going to at least 100 episodes. I want it to be far enough away where our lives are going to be so different. We look back and say, oh my
Wow.
God, we knew. We knew. I mean, that's the thing too. It's like we've been winning, but not just getting started. That's the
Right.
thing. It's just getting started. There are plenty of people that'll look at what we've done, look at my Instagram feed, my page, etc., and be like, holy fuck, dude, you've done more than I would ever even imagine doing in my life. And in my head, I'm thinking, I haven't done shit.
Yeah.
Nothing until I'm flying private to any place in the world, buying any car that I could possibly imagine, cash, zero debt, swipe it twice. You know what? I'll buy a Bugatti, charge me twice for the Bugatti. It's fine. You can keep it.
That's a Jay-Z quote. If you can't buy it twice, you can't buy it at all.
There you go. That's what I would say all the time at restaurants and shit. When I first started making a bunch of money, I would always tell the waitresses a geek, I go, run it twice. It won't decline. It's fine. You can charge me twice. Every time, run it twice. It's fine. Hey, no, charge me for two. Bring one. That's what I would say about the the sparkling water. Charge me for two, but just bring me one. Fuck it. I know you need it. You need it more than I do.
She wants the extra tip.
Yeah, she wants to. Yeah, you want a little juice for the tip? That's fine. Just charge it twice. Let me get your number. That was a play. Have I told you about that? The going out to eat by yourself play.
No, what do you mean?
One of the best plays that you would not think is to go out to restaurants, even if it's like a sit down steakhouse, nice restaurant where they got the pretty waitresses. Hit those, but solo mission. Dude, in AZ, I would do it every single weekend. Go Saturday, go Sunday, somewhere nice. If I didn't already have a date, just by myself. The waitress be all over you. Oh, shit. This guy's by himself? What? He's confident.
$80 steak?
$80 steak? Oh, always. $80 steak, 2 bottles of Pellegrino, double shot espresso. Bring out a couple of appetizers, eat a little bit of all of it. Never box it up. Never. Gentlemen, that's a fucking rule I'll teach you right now. Don't you ever box up food and take that shit back from the restaurant. That's fucking nah, dude. No. You leave that shit. If you didn't
Your little
finish
doggy
it,
bag.
how you gonna look gangster walking out of the restaurant with a doggy bag? Get the fuck out of here. No. If you're going solo mission, get the steak, not whatever. If you don't finish it, you leave it. Leave it.
Order the creme brulee. Don't even touch it.
Don't even touch it. Yeah, just out of respect. Out of respect, get a dessert, but don't eat it. But I'm telling you, the honeys love that. So I've picked up multiple waitresses doing that. Multiple.
Oh man.
I know. That was a lot. That's a great play for the gentleman.
Yeah,
Go out to
gentlemen.
eat by yourself.
I mean, just for a social experiment too, right? Go out there for a social experiment and see who you could talk to. That's another great one. That's when I used to go out. Sometimes I still go out to eat by myself, but just the social experiment of going out and talking to people. It's like go brush up on your elevator pitch. Go talk to some random people. Go sit down. Go talk to the bartender. Talk to whoever's there around you. I agree. I think
You'd be shocked.
Yeah, you'd be shocked at you could surprise yourself, but also other people would surprise you too.
Yeah, you would be shocked at who you can talk to, who you can pick up, who's interested, who's not, and why not? Right? If you're that serious about winning, if you're that serious about networking or finding a girlfriend, why aren't you then? Right? Because this is just I see it all the time. Guys are so afraid to approach girls. And I've played the game in my head enough times where I'm just like, all right, any girl that's just that. Here's the thing. I'm not talking to any ugly girls. It's got to be a hot chick. If it's a hot chick, I force myself. Every single one, I'm saying something to them, talking to them. And once you get into that mindset that every single one you're going to talk to, it's incredible how quickly it just becomes like anything else. When you've done it enough times, it has absolutely zero bearing on it's normal. But then you go out with other guys and I'm like, yo, bro, that girl's hot. Then I'm like, yo, go talk to her. Nah, she's with her friends. Fuck her friends. What are you talking? What are they gonna all gang up on you and beat you up? What are you talking about? You can't handle a couple of fucking 22-year-old girls? She's with their friends. Okay.
Dude.
Side note, the girls who try to cock block their friends because their friends are getting hit on because they're ugly and they're not getting hit on, those girls are talk about a breed of just nasty women.
Oh my god.
I had that happen in Mario's in South Side last weekend. Honey, probably the only honey in Pittsburgh. It's unfortunate, but honey, instantly talked to her. Boom, boom, boom. Got the Instagram. Blah blah blah. Her friend notices I'm talking to her, grabs her. Oh no, no, no. I'm like, what? And I looked at the girl that I was talking to. I go, are you single? She goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I looked at her friend like, what? What are you doing? Like, get the fuck out of here, ugly. And so she's like, no, we're going to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. She's like, oh, okay, I'll be back. I'm like, okay. They come back from the bathroom. Her friend's hogging her again. So I walk up to her again. I start talking to her. And her friend tries to grab her and like turn her back to their conversation. And I said to her friend, I go, what's going on? Is there something like, is everything all right? She's like, oh, yeah. And then she cooled off. But it's like, dude, quit hogging your friend. Sorry she's hotter than you. And she's actually getting hit on.
That's the thing. It's probably jealousy.
Oh yeah,
Jealousy.
Girls like that for sure.
It's
always the fridge protecting the snacks, right? It's always the.
Did you ever see the kid on Instagram? I think his name is like it's like 229 or something, 209. He's this kid in Miami. He wears the sunglasses and he goes up to girls. He's like, "Hey, what up? How you doing?" And then they just ignore him. He goes, "All right, see ya, peace," and he walks away. Dude, I gotta send you his videos. It's so funny. He goes up to like every girl he sees and he does exactly that. He tries to talk to him, and 90% of the videos is him they're just ignoring him. And it's so funny. I gotta send you his videos. You probably seen it.
Dude, I'm telling you, in Miami, it's so easy. It's way easier than people think, because the way that a lot of guys think is this girl's 10 out of 10, fucking gorgeous, because all the girls in Miami are fucking dimes. And so they're afraid to approach these girls, just petrified. What I've noticed, it's the complete opposite in Miami. When I was in Miami, the hotter the girl, the more interested they were in me. And I guarantee you this is why. So many guys are thinking, "Oh, she's so hot. She's always getting hit on all the time. I don't have any chance. I don't want to talk to her." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so they never get hit on. So when they do, they're already instantly like, "Oh my gosh! Like
Yeah.
he fucking hit on me. Holy shit!" It's like talk about the balls on this dude.
Right. You
And
never know what's going on behind in their head too. They could think you're attractive, and then if you just ignore them, then it's gone forever. You never had the chance.
exactly. And the other thing I noticed too, with the Miami girls, that was a little bit different. Was I could tell they weren't used to getting approached to, or they weren't used to getting approached a lot because I could tell they would get nervous when I would come up to them. And I'm like, oh shit,
That's how you know you're
that's
you're
it.
doing it right.
Yeah, because I come in just doggy. It's just straight up, hey, doggy, hey, boom, fucking fit it up, boom, boom, boom. And I instantly just tell them, super cute, beautiful, gorgeous, da da da. Oh, thank you. What's your name? This. And then you got to wait till they see if they ask your name. Even
Yeah.
if they don't ask my name, I still talk to them. But if they ask you for what your name is back, they're usually interested. Instagram, boom, 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 boom. When I was in Miami, I got two dates like that. I got, yeah, two different dates like that. One girl was at the hotel gym. I was ripping a set, and this honey was in the gym. Boom, just started hitting on her at the gym. What did she say? Oh yeah, you're really attractive. Da, da, da. I was in there. I was in the gym. It was that picture I took on and posted on Instagram with my shirt off in the gym. It was in the Miami post. That was that day. I'm like, yeah, I knew
You're feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. I was all ripped up, tanned and shit. I hit on her. She's like, talked to her mom. Her mom was in there too. Talking to her mom, juicing. Oh, dude, over. It was game over. And then I took her to eat right after, like 2 hours later. No joke. Like met her at the gym, then went to go eat with her 2 hours later.
Savage.
That's it. But bro, just by talking to a random chick in the gym, you would never know. It's like these girls might be thinking in their head, this guy's so fucking hot. Da, da, da.
Yeah, guys, spam this guy's comments. Tell him to get out of Pittsburgh. Tell him to come down south.
Yeah. I am. Did I tell you? I'm coming.
What's the deal?
August 1st.
August 1st, you got a crib?
Miami, baby.
Airbnb, get a spot? What's going on?
No, I'm moving.
You got a place?
Not signed yet, but it's happening.
It's in the works.
Yeah, I know. It's in the works.
Fire.
We got a little play put together. I can't say it publicly why I got a play put together, but I'll tell you off the stream. But I'll be there because I'm gonna have a business down there in Miami. So that's all I can say.
Alrighty.
So I'll be in Miami. One last thing I was gonna say. Great analogy for the men. You know who Trax NYC is?
Tracks NYC now.
He's that jeweler that was big on TikTok and YouTube Shorts that always gives out the gold and the silver.
Oh yeah.
Thing. You know him? Yeah, the New York dude who's always like, oh, da, da. All right. So great video of him that I watched. So he's handing out gold, literally fucking gold bars worth $1,000, right? But he's just going up to random people in New York City and going, hey, here's a piece of gold. Take a piece of gold. Take a piece of gold.
Yep.
And a lot of the people that walk by him just ignore him. Nah, don't touch it. I'm not going to take it. And you think about the confidence that he has going up to complete random strangers and say, hey, take a piece of gold. Because it's like in his head, why wouldn't you want a piece of gold? It's like, it's fucking $1,000 worth of gold. Why wouldn't you take it? And then these people are telling him no and rejecting him. But he doesn't get all butthurt about it. Why? Because those people literally just don't know what they're missing out on.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with guys when you talk to women. These guys think that like they have nothing to offer. No, dude, you're a fucking gold brick, a gold bar, and you know whether or not you're actually, but you're a gold bar.
You might be silver, but
you might be silver. You're probably silver. We're gold. You're silver. Still worth having though. So the mentality that you have to go up to people with is understanding that like these are complete strangers. If somebody rejects you, the point is that it is not personal at all. They just don't know who you are or what your value is. Yep. This is why these goofies on New York City just walk past these $1,000 gold bars and just say, oh, I don't want it, because they just don't know. It's not that he doesn't have something valuable to offer. They just don't know the value of what he's offering. So as a man, you got to think of yourself the same way. I'm a gold bar. Of course, this girl would want to have me. If she says no, it's nothing personal. She just doesn't know what she's missing out on. That's the mentality.
Yeah, that's a great
It's not
analogy.
personal. It's not personal. They just don't know. Like, they just don't know.
That's true. To be fair to the people in New York, they have those guys there that hand out the CDs. You ever see that? They hand out their CDs, their mixtape, and then once you take it, they're
Yeah.
like, "That's $10, bro." You ever see that happened to me? You're walking around the
How
street
do
in
you?
New York, like, "Yo, here's my mixtape. Here's my CD." You take it, you walk away. They'll come top and like, "Yo, that's $10, bro. That's my mixtape. It's $10." And then you're like, "Take your fucking shitty
Yeah,
mixtape back."
take your fucking
So
CD
to
back,
the
bitch.
defense of the New York people, that happens a lot there. So the gold baller, they're probably like, I'm not even gonna go near that. But no,
Right
I agree
there.
with the analogy 100%. Is yeah, if you know your value and you know what you're worth, and people like you're saying, first impressions are everything. You know, the first time you meet someone, it's everything. You could tell people a lot about you, but if they still gonna reject you, not want to talk to you over it, it's not personal. They just don't know you. You're a stranger coming up to them wanting to talk.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the big thing. It's not personal. Don't take it personal. Same thing in sales. If somebody tells you no, don't take it personal, bro. It's all good. It's
Hmm.
all good. It's all good. All right, we give him the fucking fire today, huh?
Yeah, great stream. I wanna definitely, next week have something we could maybe look at together, something we could share AI related. I think would be great. Some of the stuff that we're building, maybe just like something we could look at, maybe some kind of prompting we could put together, a little script we could run through with some AI, just to show these guys the power of it and what it could do. We'll work on that for next week. Maybe we'll have little demo we could do for the gentleman of some sorts. But I had a guy, Charlie Lip, 2013, said, "Can I donate to your stream?" I don't see a donate button, buddy. You could donate to the stream. I'll set
Don't
that.
it?
I'll set that up for you next week.
Tell him to donate to his own self-education and income and
Yep.
join the Taylor's Code.
There you go.
Link is in Bobby's description, right?
Link in the description. Yeah, Charlie. Uh, yeah, Charlie. Go to the link in the description. You could donate to yourself, educate yourself, and join the network of professionals winning.
Yep. And we'll show you how to make money with what me and Bobby were just talking about off stream. And yeah, because we're gonna get the guys inside the Discord paid. We're gonna get them heavily, heavily paid. All right. Let's see.
All right, but yeah, guys, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. I gotta get going here. I got a flight in about 8 hours, so I gotta pack. I haven't even picked up a piece of underwear yet, so.
All right, Jay.